Good evening, one and all, from the Victoria Ground, home of Bromsgrove Sporting, for this pitching is Southern League Premier Central clash. Nonetheless, a league game, of course, this evening away at Bromsgrove. This production is proudly sponsored by GiveTheGift.co.uk. So your Bromsgrove Sporting side, then in goal, Daniel Platt, 2, Josh Eswelly, 3, Jack Wilson, 4, Nathan Hayward, 5, Jack Ward, 6, Leon Broadhurst, he's the skipper, 7, Gift Musa, 8, Charlie Dowd, 9, Jason Cowley, 10, Mikey Taylor, 11, Chris Late. On the bench for the Rouslers is Liam Spink, Max Beardmore, Joshua Quainer, Vladimir Pias and Courtney Richards. So the Tamworth side then this evening, in goal Jazz Singh, 2, loan signing I believe Ben Hart, 3, Henry Wilder, 4, skipper Ryan Bezic, 5, Jordan Goff, 6, Nathaniel Rowe Turner, 7, Shaquille McDonald, 8, Aaron Ford, 9, Jordan Graham, 10, Lyndon Meikle, 11, Tyrell Waite. On the bench for the Lambs, Aaron O'Connor, Jerry McDonough, Cam Hawkins, Che Tilt and Janai Gordon. But we are poised for kick-off, and I believe it will be Lyndon Meikle to kick the game off and get the Lambs underway. But yeah, you'd have to be realistic and think, away at a big rival in our league, a bit like the Peterborough game on the opening game on the 19th, a draw there and a solid performance was about, all we could ask for. Anything else is an absolute bonus, isn't it? We are underway.
Without question, yeah.
Tamworth immediately kick across the pitch, and that's actually picked up, and normally it goes out of play from the kick-off, but it didn't on that occasion. Bromsgrove back in possession, albeit in their own half. Wilder comes across and chips one forward down the left wing, and that's out of play for a Tamworth throw. Apologies if some of you are struggling to hear us somewhat. We have got the volume turned right up. Ball into the Tamworth area, not fully cleared. Ball is fell to Taylor, and it's over the bar on the rebound from 7 yards out, and that was a real mess.
Chris Late,
A let off really for Tamworth. First real opportunity of the game, but considering the cap on the stadium attendance this evening here, so it's quite an atmosphere.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind betting that they're close to capacity. Yeah.
Right. Shaquille McDonald now, the former Sporting man, of course, away down the right hand side, gets the ball over towards the far post. It took a flick off a Bromsgrove man, actually. I think it was Broadhurst, and it's out for a corner to Tamworth on the far side. Good attack, very direct, and that seems to be the very early outlet, Stuart, for Tamworth down that left side. Corner now, one arm aloft from Ryan Bezic. Swung towards far post, there's a player gone down in the box. The referee is unmoved. There was 2 players actually, a Sporting player and Jordan Graham. I thought Jordan Graham was favourite to get on the end of that, in all fairness, Stuart, but nothing given by the referee.
Yeah, as you say, very even match so far. I think
chance for Mikey Taylor now to drive one, and he's shanked it rather wide from about 20 yards of Jazz's right hand post. But I must admit there, Stuart, I did have a bit of a moment of a deep breath, shall we say, because when Mikey Taylor's in that position, he's normally deadly. There have still been opportunities, and here is one of those opportunities now for Bromsgrove down the left hand side. Shot across the goal, it's into the corner of the net, and it is 1-0 to Sporting, coming off that left hand wing. And I don't want to say who it is at the moment because I couldn't tell.
I think it might be Cowler. Yeah.
Jason Cowley.
Yeah. Most definitely not.
Up steps Late, swung towards the far post. Tamworth head on it initially, said he looked goals off the line. Appeals that it went over the line, but I think it stayed out and Tamworth survived. Singh was beaten. And
I think it was Ryan Bezic.
I think it was Ryan Bezic on the line. Right in the centre of the goal. And a good job for Tamworth that the skipper saved the day. Away by Jordan Goff, but only as far as Charlie Dowd now. He'll try and get the cross in. He does so. 2-0 Mikey Taylor! Oh, what a at the Victoria ground, and he's a former Tamworth man that keeps on the misery. 17 on the clock. Bromsgrove Sporting 2, Tamworth 0. Especially since they moved back to the Victoria ground. But here's Shaquille McDonald now. Ball across the area. Chance, and it's saved on the line by Platt from Meikle. Still at either side of Platt then, and that would have been 2-1. He's got to score.
Yeah, he's got to score, Kev. It's some good work by Shaq on the wing again. He's played the ball in, the defenders missed it, and what is he? 6 yards out either side. It's a goal, isn't it? But he's hit it straight at Platt, and he's very, very thankful that he did, isn't he?
Bromsgrove in possession now with Musa. 35 yards from the Tamworth goal. Just slides a pass wide to Chris Lake. He'll chop back in, of course. Fires a shot, swing punches away from the near post, and that's what Chris Lake is all about, of course. Met by the head of Jordan Goff, but it's gone up, not forward. Falls to Cowley, who shoots. Needs no invitation at all.
Jason Cowley.
Yeah, I thought it was Cowley again, up to his tricks. Always seems to be in the right place to pick up the ball on the edge of the area. That's a short back header. And Shaquille McDonald is on the end of it. Chance for 2-1. Good save by Daniel Platt. Well, you would have put your money on Shaquille McDonald then. My co-commentator Stuart Jones has got his head in his hands with that miss from Shaquille McDonald.
I thought that was the chance, Kev. I've got to say, the ball did run just slightly wide. I don't know if Josh Ezewelli got a foot on it, but you still felt that Shaq could have just got enough on it to get it. Again, it's another good save by Daniel Platt, isn't it?
And there is the half-time whistle. Warm applause from the home contingent, of course. Bromsgrove could have increased that scoreline. It could have been worse for the Lambs, but it's 2-0 at the break. And really, you know what that does is it presses the reset button and gives us at least the opportunity that if we were to get the next goal, then strangely, bizarrely, the referee has actually given a corner. Ball into the Lambs area aimed at Mikey Taylor. Cleared initially. Ball back in cannons off a Lambs defence, and Bromsgrove still probing around the Lambs 18-yard box. Chris Lake now trying to get to the byline. Gets the ball over. It's not fully cleared. Oh, just wide. Could have been 3. Maybe should have been 3.
Yeah, Charlie Dowd probably should have scored that really.
Just retains possession and finds Ford. Ford to Meikle and wide now to Ben Hart. Opened up a moment for the young fullback into the box, into Ford. Good save, Platt. Stubbed the ball by Waite, and another save, or cleared off the line by the post, I think, by a Bromsgrove Sporting player. I think that's number 5. Luke Ward is bravely slid into the post there, but that was a gilt-edged opportunity to make it 2-1, Stuart. Great touch by Ford now, wide to the ever-alert Shaquille McDonald. Breaks into the area, shots wide, just wide, and I think it's took a touch off a Bromsgrove defender there.
I think again, Kev, Daniel Platt's made a save there because Shaq looked as if he was clean through, and I think he's the save there. Daniel, another good save.
Now to Lyndon Meikle. He's got McDonough in support. Checks back inside into McDonald, who curls one. It's just over the bar from about 12 yards from goal. Just leaning back slightly, Stuart, and the crossbar. I think he was beaten on that occasion. Good flick on by Cowley, finds Taylor now. He's into the Lambs area, and he can only prod it wide.
No, nice how the atmosphere's
Tamworth trying to respond. Flick forward by Bezic into Meikle. Laid off by Shaquille McDonald. Chance! It's hit the post! Bezic it was clean through. Great link-up play by the Lambs.
Free
and
kick.
It smacks off the far post. Platt was stranded, and Bromsgrove survived. And if we needed a little bit of luck tonight, Stuart, that was it.
Just doesn't seem to be happening, does it, Kev? It's like you say, it looked like we'd done everything right. Ryan Bezic clean through, and it even looked like Ryan Bezic had done everything right, and it's come back off the post, much to the relief of the Bromsgrove defence.
On its own is a yellow card.
Yeah.
In theory, the free kick hasn't been given, therefore no yellow card and a throw-in to Tamworth. But we all held our breath then because that was a foul.
Yeah, I thought Ben Hart was a goner there, unfortunately.
He has dived in rather there, hasn't he? His efforts to win the balls. Meanwhile, there's a ball across the Tamworth Bromsgrove area. Shaquille McDonald with a block from flat, and McDonough can't get to the rebound. And Bromsgrove survive, and a goal back for Tamworth there. And who knows where this game would end? And you would have fancied him to smack it into the unguarded net.
Yeah.
But he was a little bit on his heels there.
He's done well there, Kev.
McDonough now to O'Connor.
At last!
Oh, my voice has gone, but Tamworth have got a goal back. And who knows, as we said a moment ago, where this one will end, Stuart.
Yeah, Shaq McDonald with the finish. To be fair, Kev, it's some really good work from Jerry McDonald there, because he's on the floor and he's still managed to play the ball to Meikle. I think it's Liverpool, isn't it?
I actually think that was a genuine situation there with Ward as well, but he's back on his feet. Just needs to cause problems now and maybe pick up some scraps from the second phase. In it goes from Bezic. Tamworth!
Oh, get in! Shaq again!
2-2! They've pulled it back! In injury time! It's Shaquille McDonald, is it?
Yeah, it was Shaq, yeah.
Unbelievable scenes in the Victoria ground, and we thought it was all over. Somehow Tamworth have wrestled back a point.
Incredible.
From the jaws of defeat. I'll let you do some talking, Stuart, while my voice recovers.
Yeah, it was a great ball in. I think somebody got a flick on, but yeah, Shaq McDonald could not miss. And he's come back to haunt his former club.
Henry Wilder's not on the pitch. Let me have a tot up of the players.
Yeah, he just walked down.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's off. Obviously, he's definitely off. We don't know whether that's sending off or injury off, but Tamworth down to 10 men for the remainder of this injury time. Bromsgrove now will be shell-shocked and stunned that they've not managed to stay in the lead, and Tamworth will just make sure, surely now, that they get a point from this unlikely situation. Well, we've had to wait a long time to have something to shout about in this game, Stuart, but shout about it we have with Shaquille McDonald's 2 goals on 87 and 92.
There you go.
There's the final whistle. Tamworth get a point. A quite unbelievable point in an action-packed, drama-packed game.